YouTube, it's me, I'm back. I hope you guys are doing okay. Today I want to talk about how you guys can make these soulful trap beats that are a bit inspired by JID. It's a funny story actually. I was shopping for some home decoration with my girlfriend and I've heard the original song playing that JID sampled for surround sound, and then the next song came up and I'm listening to this song and I was like, yo, this is perfect to actually sample this one to create something similar to surround sound. So I ended up sampling this song. I have it right here. And the name of the song is At Last by Etta James, so feel free to check that out. And since the beat is already made, I'm just gonna guys walk you through it, show you how I made it, which plugins that I used, you know, explain stuff here and there, and hopefully you can take away something useful from this video. No more talking, let's get right into the project, shall we? Let's get it. And since we are talking about JID, have you guys heard already the new song that he just released like yesterday? It's called Dance Now. I did the reaction to it. The beat on that one is really insane. It's really cool. Go check it out for yourself if you haven't heard that one. Anyways, here we are in the project. So first things first, I've started with a sample, obviously. Sample on its own would sound like this. Yeah. My lonely days are over. Yeah, that's kind of it, you know. I just took a whole part of the song and I kept it in the intro as a sample, as a piece of the sample. That's what they did in surround sound. If you go listen to that one by JID, they do the same thing. They have sample playing in the beginning and then like the beat comes in with the chopped up parts, and I did exactly the same thing. So for the sample in the intro, I just used the Pro Q3 from FabFilter, and this is this default phone preset that you can find here. This is what gives this kind of lo-fi radio feel, you know. Without the EQ it would be like this. It's kind of just regular sample, you know, and with the EQ, yeah, I really wanted to kind of capture this radio sampled feel in the intro. That's why I did that. I think it sounds pretty cool. And then I have just another EQ again to remove all the low end and the high end. And for the intro, that's it. After I just went and chopped up the same sample to kind of do a little different sample variation for the beat drop, you know, when the beat comes in. I used exactly the same sample here from the introduction. I just chopped it up. It would sound like this on its own, the chops. Yeah, and I don't use anything for the sample, literally. I just have the EQ again to cut the low end and cut the high end. It sounded really good. I didn't feel like I have to do anything. No distortion, no nothing. So yeah, once I had the sample chopped up, I just went and did a little drum pattern, and the drum solo, they would sound like this. Nothing too crazy, kind of typical trap drum pattern. I really wanted to capture the same idea that they had for the drums in surround sound, so I tried to kind of almost recreate the same style of the drums. Nothing much for the processing. We can go and quickly see each individual sound. So the kick would sound like this. No processing, just EQ to remove some high end snare. The same, just removing some low end hi-hat. Nothing too crazy. Second hi-hat, just doing the two-step. Open hat. Yeah, and some percussions for the background. And just to finish it off, I had this kind of vinyl crackle texture on the background. The beat feels thicker to me with these textures, you know. You can barely hear it, but it's in the background. And also it's sidechained to kick, so every time kick hits, it goes down. Like this, it almost kind of creates a little rhythmical value to the texture, if you see what I mean. And that's it for the drums, really. And all together with the sample, it would sound like this. And to me, honestly, in these kind of beats, I feel like the drum pattern is much more important than the drums itself. If you can really come up with a groovy pattern and it kind of moves you, that's all you really need for these type of beats. Moving on, I have a bass, 808 bass. It would sound like this on its own. Nothing too crazy, it follows the kick. And I really felt like this type of 808 just feels better for this record because it's kind of short and bouncy. And for this 808 I've used the sample, it's the Nikon 808, I don't know which one it is, I don't remember what I got it from. And after I use the kick tight, I always do use the kick tight on 808, it's just my thing. It's a specific preset for the kick, but I always use it for the bass. It just kind of works as a compressor and really highlights the low end of the bass. It becomes thicker, you know, with this preset. It would sound like this without it. You see, it's good, it's clean, but it's a bit plain. You see, it's really like becomes really thick. RC20 for the distortion, and then I just have another EQ again to remove all the high end, just to make sure that the bass stays really at the low end in a lower register and everything else is kind of shining through more. And that's pretty much it for the beat really. All I have is these little sample chops that I did again from the original sample, and they would sound like this. I don't know, I just felt like it would be nice to have some kind of one-shot box, and to me it really feels like it adds up and kind of gives more groove to the beat and also like overall for the sample. I feel like it's a bit boring without it, you know? And that's pretty much it for the beat really. We can quickly just go through my mastering chain, which I have here. On the master bus I have knock. It's crazy to me because knock was originally designed for the drums to kind of enhance the drums, but now I'm always using it on the master. I have these settings here and the dry wet is around 80%, and to be honest I really like how it sounds. I used to use all these crazy plugins for my mastering chain like Isotopes, Ozone and all that stuff. Now all I do is just use knock, and then I have a FabFilter's limiter, which is with this hip hop mastering preset, and I'm just doing gain +3 and that's it. And that's it for this one. I know it was a quick one and hopefully you were able to take away something useful from this video. I know the beat was already made, so we didn't really do too much, and that's why I was thinking that maybe if you guys want me to do a beat from scratch, let me know and I could try to do that. That would be a lot of fun. I think you can just kind of give me a suggestion on a style or inspiration maybe, or a type beat, whatever you feel like you want to see. And for the rest I can only guys thank you for watching. Maybe you can do me a favor and subscribe to the channel, that would help me a lot. You know how it goes on YouTube. That's it, I'm signing out. My name is Almost Famous. Thank you for coming through. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.